Hi, this is the daily Forex report for July 13th. We're looking at the US Japanese yen pair. This pair closed higher today. It did move a significant amount down to the downside, basically right in line with some previous resistance that would now be support. We are looking for this pair, however, to continue moving sideways with a bias to the sideways. Look for it to potentially go as high as 89.31, possibly as low as 87.48. Look for some resistance around 89.00 and look for some support around 88.00. Now looking at the Euro USD pair, this pair moved higher today, did move lower as well, broke through two different sessions support levels, came on down to one of the other session support levels or close to it, but did reverse and move higher, closed right at a high. Previous session's high. We are looking for this pair to slowly continue to move to the upside. Look for it to go potentially as high as 128.05, possibly as low as 124.34. Look for some resistance around 127.50 and look for some support around 126.50. Now the pound US dollar pair, this pair moved lower, didn't quite break through or touch previous support, and then moved higher, right back in line with the sideways market we've been seeing. We are looking for this pair to possibly go as high as 152.70, possibly as low as 148.61. Look for some resistance around 152.25 and look for some support around 150.75. Now the US Swiss, this pair closed lower, move lower. It is moving within a range. We are looking for this pair to potentially go as high as 107.08, possibly as low as 104.56. Look for some resistance around 106.75 and look for some support around 104.75. Well, excuse me, as far as news announcements go, we have the the Japanese yen rather, Bank of Japan doing their monetary policy meeting. That's at midnight tonight. We do have the pound releasing their climate count rate for June at 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time, along with their jobless claims. Their jobless claims are showing a decrease, or I'm sorry, an increase from negative 30.9K to negative 20K. We also have the U.S. releasing their advanced retail sales for June at 8:30 a.m. Very big release for the U.S. Consensus on that is things have improved a little bit from a negative 1.2% to a negative 0.2%. So a full point difference there if it comes out as expected. Now we also have the U.S. at 2 o'clock. We have the meetings of the Federal Open Market Committee meeting, or the FOMC as it's more regularly known. The minutes are being released at 2 a.m. The Bank of Japan also has a rate decision to be announced, but no consensus as to the time. Consensus on where it's going to be held, or that it's going to be held at 0.10%. We also have the Chinese releasing their gross domestic product year to date, as well as their consumer price index. Consumer price index are showing a rise of from 3.1% to 3.3%. As far as their gross domestic product, they're showing that has dropped a little bit from 11.9% down to 11.1%. Well, as far as the news announcement go, that we had a lot, but that was pretty much it. I am looking for the U.S. Swiss as far as what I'm tracking during this next session. We have this swing trade opportunity that's been created over the past session. I'm looking for a break of it to the downside. Do need to be aware of a couple of areas. We have a area of support there, and then of course when we get down to this area, that's where I'm going to look to go ahead and exit. If you really want to test it, you can go on down a little bit further. Basically looking to sell at this point. Come down here, if you want a very quick trade, that would be the first exit. This would be the most likely exit, and if you want to just trail it on down, Here, the 1.0481 mark would be the level to definitely look to exit. Right here we got about a 14 pip move, 34 pip move, and then a 40 pip move. So not a whole lot of pips there, but I do believe we'll get it as this pair moves lower. Well, that about does it for today. Until next time, this is Jason Fielder. Good trading.